Hi everybody, Doug Lindsay here. I just got my water vortex magnetizer in the mail, and I'm so happy. I got it yesterday, and I immediately used it. So I just wanted to show you how it works, just in case you haven't seen it. Just do a couple shakes, and it creates a vortex inside the water, like a tornado going down a drain. And there's magnets going around this cap that connects the two bottles. It's pretty cool. It's better than the one that I made back in 2012. But I didn't make anything like this. I mean, I just put taped magnets around my water, and it worked. It magnetized my water. That's when I did my lucid dream, and I drew the magnetic universe. Whether it's true or not, don't know. Honestly, I don't really care. But what I do know is that consciousness is in the water. I'm convinced of that. The more I think about it, the more I'm convinced. It's the only place it can be. And if you think about it, I keep hearing, I posted some stuff on the internet yesterday saying that I think I confirmed the existence of consciousness, and it's in water. A lot of people weirded out, saying it's not science and all that kind of stuff. I don't care. But I believe it is science, because the fourth phase of water, which is gel-like, is science. It's evidence. It's been scientifically tested and verified. That's science. What I did was I had seen it, and I immediately knew that that's exactly where consciousness dwelled. Instantly. I knew it instantly. I'm convinced. And I started thinking about this could be possible when I read Plant Intelligence. I don't have the book here, but I'll find the exact book. My youngest son, who's 10, or he's 11, he'll be 11 here very soon. He's reading it. And when I learned that love that. There ain't nothing better than that. It's fun. That's just pure entertainment. It's exciting. Just seeing this vortex in the water. It's amazing. But anyway, when I was reading Plant Intelligence, and when I learned how smart the plants are, and that's the other thing, people were saying that plants aren't intelligent. That's strange. That means they're ignorant, because I may have thought that at one time too. But after I read that book, I'm convinced they're intelligent. Because no matter how much you eat of the plant, it knows the exact same information. Whether you bite off a leaf or you bite off half the stem, doesn't matter. Because from what I understand, everything's combined in every block of the plant. If you bite this off, doesn't matter, because this is the exact same knowledge right here. The whole fucking plant. I thought that was really cool. So it told me right there that they had consciousness. Only one way to have that in a plant. Water. Makes perfect sense. It's the water. Same with the ocean. And all the life in the ocean. It's the water. It carries the consciousness. I'm convinced of it now. The more I think about it, the more I'm convinced as far as consciousness is concerned. I don't care about the other stuff in physics. I don't give a rat's ass. I liked the idea of dielectricity and magnetism. It makes sense to me. It just does. It's common sense to me. It's basic. To me, it's basic 101. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. It may not be. I don't care. Uh, they said the same stuff about Nikola Tesla. His is all based on the dielectricity and magnets. He created alternating electricity, AC, alternating current. Really? That's a fact. Why would it be so strange that that same kind of energy created the universe? That's basic 101 to me. That's the first place people should have looked. Especially since they don't know how the universe came into being. But I do this many times. I don't care. Do it tons. Do it 6, 7, 8, 9 times. It's fun to watch. But I thought I would show you the magnetized water device that I have. And like I said, it's called the Water Vortex Magnetizer. And I think I got it at quantumbalancing.com. It's kind of expensive. It's like $45 just for some fucking cheap ass magnets. You can buy them a lot cheaper at the store and do it yourself. But I didn't want to take the time to tape them on my bottles. I just didn't want to mess with it. I wanted to do this because I seen it and I liked it. And it's a good idea. So fuck it, I'll reward someone with that kind of idea and buy it from them. It's a good invention. It's perfect. But so about the plants and block by block of the actual plant as it's bitten off by an animal or whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't lose any intelligence because the next below what was eaten has the exact same information. Has to be in the water. Has to be. It's the only place it can be. And if you think about it, I thought about this last night a little bit. I didn't really sleep good last night either, man. That sucks. I don't like that. I did get 4 hours. It's better than nothing. I'm still thinking about this this consciousness. I'm worried about my sleep. I want to get better sleep. Don't get me wrong. Don't worry about me, everybody. I'm doing okay. I feel rested even though I only got 4 hours sleep. The last time I went without sleep, I did become psychotic and ended up in the hospital. I'm hoping that don't happen this time. As long as I get sleep, I'll be okay. That's the key for me is sleep. If I get sleep, I'm okay. I won't become psychotic. But if I go without sleep about 3 or 4 days, yeah, I develop a psychosis and I'm crazy as a fuck. But I'm not going to get to that point because if I get to day 3, if I would have got to day 3, my plan was I would have just went to the doctor and had my psychiatrist give me some sleeping pills because I'm not going to end up in the hospital again. I don't want to. It's not necessary. I will take medicines briefly to get through a rough patch, meaning a matter of days, and that's it. I'm not on this lifelong fucking pharmaceutical, fuck that. Wrong answer. But anyway, with consciousness, if you think about the water molecule, I'll show you in this book, because I know you probably don't have this book. I didn't have it either, but let me find it here. This is really cool, because I think this guy's, I think Gerald Pollack's son, I think it's his son, I could be wrong. No, that's another book. I was thinking about the China study, because that guy's son drew the graphics for the book. But, just so you know, basic shit here. The water molecule. Hydrogen, 2 hydrogen atoms and an oxygen molecule. Well, the key about this molecule, is that when it's in a hydrophilic material next to, or in our case, a cell membrane, the water molecules separate from the edge, from around the membrane. Here's the membrane here. The water is inside. Well, all of the negative charges align next to the membrane wall. All the positive water is pushed out away from the membrane and away from the negative charge. So you get all the positive charge in the middle, and it's surrounded by negative charge. And the negative charge, that is the exclusion zone, the exclusionary zone. They call it the EZ. It's pretty basic shit. Well, anyway, that is where they hooked up the electrodes to create the current, to prove that it has current. Well, now imagine, use your imagination now. I can't wait to drink this. Already drank one. It was 2 bottles, 2 16.9-ounce bottles this morning, and it instantly made me go to the bathroom and pee. Because it's absorbing into the cell walls easier because they're smaller. Better absorption. But anyway, I did drink magnetized water back in 2012, and it gave me insight. And I earthed. That's the other thing I did. Read my book. You know, I ain't going to promote my book. I don't give a shit if anybody ever reads it. Probably won't ever anybody read it anyway, because 8,000 books are published every day. I ain't got a chance. But it's a great story. And I talk about my magnetized water, drinking magnetized water, going lucid dreaming, earthing, all kinds of shit. I was a crazy motherfucker. But that's what it took in order to learn and figure this shit out. Thankfully, I did. But now going back to the H2O molecules inside of a cell. Now, I've already explained the exclusion zone and how it's negative, and the positive charges can, when you hook them up to the electrodes, they create current. Now, imagine the ocean when the sun comes out. Bling! What do you think that does to the water? Huh? Think about it. What does it do to the water in the ocean? What kind of exclusionary zone is created? I don't know. But I bet it has one. I bet the ocean is supercharged every single day. That's incredible. Same thing with our cells when light hits us. Gets it going, man. That's why you got to get out in the sun. For real. Get into the sun. You need that vitamin D. That's the only way you make it. If you're not in the sun making your vitamin D, you better be taking some vitamin D capsules. And I don't really trust them. I don't think they work. They could, but I hope they do, because I had to take them, because sometimes I don't get in the sun. But individual nutrients or minerals or vitamins like that, I don't know if they absorb the way they do in actual food, because there's so many chemicals and chemistry involved inside of a fruit and a vegetable that when you combine them all together, if you just pull one out and put it in a pill, is it as effective since it ain't got all the other juices flowing with it because they work in concert? I don't know. Hope so. But anyway, I'm on a plant-based diet now. So here's now get this, guys. I know this is off. I'm coming back to this, but I just want to let you know what I'm doing right now, because, you know, like I said, I am crazy a little bit. I do the best I can. I'm a survivor, though. I'm gonna make it. I've started a new workout routine. I call it the guerrilla work routine. I lift weights every single day. I don't believe anything that anybody says, because everything that you hear about, come to find out when you actually dig and do research, ain't true. So I was curious about muscle contraction. I haven't got that far to studying it yet, but I'm going to. But I did notice one small tidbit. Love that vortex. I did know, I did learn one tidbit, but I lost my train of thought when I spun that. Sorry. Hopefully I can remember what I was talking about. I doubt it though. But anyway, let me go, since I forgot, let me go back to about the ocean being, imagine when that sunlight hits the ocean, instantly creating an exclusionary zone. Period. Instantly. And if I remember right in this book, The Fourth Phase of Water, if you use infrared light, it's even better at charting for some reason. It makes the exclusion zones even more powerful. That's fucking incredible. So that tells you, man, consciousness has to be in the water. Has to be. And it's in every cell of your body. 99.5% of the fluid in your membrane cell, in every cell of your body, is 99.5% water. Or, as Dr. Pollack says, the fourth phase of water, which is a gel-like structure. It's latticed. It's incredible. Are you kidding me? Think about it. Every living creature has water. Every living creature. In the ocean, not in the ocean. In the air, on the ground, in the water. Every single creature that has life has water in it. The consciousness has to be in the water. It's the only thing I can think of. Makes sense. It's a power generator. It's incredible if you think about it. Water has memory. It's powerful. What is it? 2/3 of the earth is water. Trees have consciousness. I'm reading this book right here. It's called The Hidden Life of Trees. I don't know if you can read that upside down. It looks like it's upside down. I don't know. But it's called The Hidden Life of Trees by Peter Wohlleben. What they feel, how they communicate. It's fucking great. Great book. I can't wait to read it. All of it. I'm on page 131 now. I think there's 250 pages. Maybe it's a good book. I didn't realize how smart trees are and how fucked up we're doing the forest. We are destroying some forests. The ecosystem that's in these forests, amazing. But reading this book, you learn how trees communicate with other trees through the root systems and the fungi, how they release like terpenes and stuff like that to send information, either getting rid of pests and bugs that are biting into the bark, stuff like that. Pretty cool stuff. But so trees have consciousness too. Anybody that tells you that trees and plants do not have consciousness are ignorant. They're ignorant. Period. I had a bunch of people telling me all kinds of stuff yesterday online when I posted that I've confirmed consciousness. I should have just put the consciousness out there, but I don't care. I put out the other one about the unifying physics too, because I don't care. It's an idea. I don't care if it's right or wrong. But I will tell you that I believe the consciousness is true. It will be confirmed in the water. I just know it's going to be. Think about it. Water is in every form of life. Period. That's where the consciousness is. They've looked everywhere in the brain. They can't find consciousness nowhere. They are getting close to finding the on-off switch that turns consciousness on and off in the brain. And they believe it's in the brainstem. Makes sense, because it probably would have been one of the first things created. The nervous system. Makes sense. Before you had a nervous system, though, you had water. Semen and sperm filled with water. I don't know how much. I didn't check into that 100% and do serious research, but I did Google a little bit, and it said it was like 95% water. I believe it's probably more like 99.5%. Probably, I don't know, but I'm assuming. And the same thing probably with the female eggs before fertilization. When these two cells combine, the egg and sperm, instantaneous fertilization. Kind of reminded me of this video I seen on the Allen Institute. They showed a video, about a 5 or 10 second video of a stem cell separating. That's kind of what it reminded me of. When that stem, I don't know, I'm assuming that when the stem cell broke into two separate parts, it created another part also. I don't know. I'm not a biology guru in chemistry and all that. Never took chemistry. Wish I did. I still might learn chemistry because it's interesting. I want to learn anatomy and physiology next, because I'm working on the basics of life right now. That's what I'm focused on. That's why I read the China study about nutrition. I immediately went to a plant-based diet after watching What the Health. But I read the China study about nutrition. That's number one. You have to learn that first. And then I wanted to learn about plants and trees, because they make the air and the plants give us our food. And then I wanted to learn about water. So that's why I got the fourth phase of water. And as soon as I read the fourth phase of water, I figured out consciousness. You can go back and watch my videos that I made like a week ago. I've only made 2 or 3 or 4 videos. I think this is my 4th. I don't know. But I did an introduction video. I happened to break it into 2 because somebody knocked on someone was coming at the door. So I had to stop it. Or it would have just been 1 video. And then I did the paleo versus the plant-based diet video. Go plant-based diet immediately. Save your life, your arteries. Instantaneous relief. Believe me, read the China study. But I read, basically, a nutrition book, a book on plants, a book on trees, and a book on waters. The basics in life. And it helped me figure out consciousness. I guarantee you, no physicist has read the book on water, read a book on plants intelligence, or tree communication, or the China study on nutrition. I guarantee they didn't. Had they would have discovered consciousness. I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody says about consciousness, because I keep hearing people say, no, it ain't up there. Because after when I put my information out there, so I said, you guys prove me wrong. Period. Prove me wrong. I know I'm right on consciousness. I don't know about the physics part. for the dielectricity and the magnetism ruling the universe. I think they do because it makes sense to me. But I could be wrong. Ain't going there. Don't care. Ain't even important to me. Don't care. It's fun thinking about. That's about it. But the consciousness is a key. That's what I care about. Like I said, the scientists have looked everywhere in the brain. It's nowhere to be found. Nowhere. It's in the water. As soon as the sperm and the egg meet and fertilize, there's probably a spark of light, magnetism. And then it's instantly a membrane's created, encapsulating the fertilized sperm and egg. Life. Water. Instant consciousness. So it's thinking immediately. It has to be. Those are the examples that I think of when I try to wrap my mind around this idea of consciousness and water. It has to be in the water. Water has memory. Where the fuck do you think your memories are? They don't know where the memories are in your brain. They can't find them. They're not in the neurons. They ain't. They're nowhere to be found. They could be in the water, in your cells, in your neuron cells, your brain cells, your body, your whole body cells. It could all hold your memory. Because you got to remember, when the sperm and the egg met and fertilized and created new creation of life, it was encapsulated in water. And what do you think happened? I don't know. I'm just trying to imagine as I'm thinking this. I can see it pulsing, vibrating inside there for life. The energy. I don't know. I constantly think as I go. So if I get sidetracked with a thought, I don't know. I just don't know. But just need some more thinking, basically. But it makes sense of a magnetic field and a bolt of lightning when a life is fertilized. So that could start the process of life inside the embryo. That's probably how it happened. If you think about it. Makes sense. But you gotta think. Keep thinking. We're gonna figure this out. Now here's how important this is. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Love that vortex. Think about it. If the consciousness is in the water. Oh, but before that's what I was going to remember. When the fertilized cell, as soon as it fertilizes, it probably creates some kind of light. Well, that would spark your individual consciousness in the water. That's where your consciousness would be created. That's what I was trying to get to, but I had a brain fart. Glad I went back to it because that's important. But makes sense at least. That's how the universe works. I kept hearing, and another thing I heard yesterday was people saying that the universe doesn't work simply and beautifully and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, that's weird. That don't even make any sense. I don't know who told them people that. Of course it does. That's basic. But here's the key, and here's the important thing I'm going to get at. If I am right, and consciousness is in the water, or it's carried by the water. You know what I mean? It's carried by the water. What that would do is hopefully, immediately, we could end pollution immediately because we would understand the importance of water. Because people don't understand the importance of water right now. At this point, I do not see us making it. There's just way too much pollution. And it's continuing every single day, and there's no end in sight. Because people don't, I don't know, it's weird. They don't care. I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm hoping I'm right, so we can fix the earth. And you have to start with the water, then the food. Both at the same time, actually. And we can save this world. There is electricity in the water. There is no energy crisis. There was a knowledge crisis. Solved. And it's consciousness in the water. Just happens to be we all have our own fucking individual water from fertilization. I think that's probably how we got our consciousness. It makes sense. It would be in every single cell in the fertilized egg membrane. The entire membrane would be one consciousness. Every cell entangled with every other cell for the life of that creature, whether it's human, shark, fish, turtle, bug, insect, plant, or tree. Birds, you name it. So every day the sun comes out and shines on the water of the earth. It instantly creates the easy zone worldwide where the light is. That's pretty incredible if you think about it. I think I'm onto something. It could be right. I'm convinced that it is right. And another thing about this magnetized water, it makes plants grow way better, stronger, healthier, and faster. Don't believe me? Look it up. I don't care if you believe me. I don't make shit up. I ain't got to. But I'll show you. That's two 16.9 ounce liter water bottles in one bottle. I couldn't get all of this bottle in because, so I got about half of one bottle, or a little under 2/3, somewhere around there. A bottle and 2/3 of a bottle. I already drank 2 bottles earlier this morning. I'm hydrating, man. I'm fixing myself. I'm making my body stronger. But I wanted to finish about my gorilla diet, my gorilla way of living. I do bounce back and forth, I'm sorry, but I just remembered it, and it's really important because it'll help you. But I'm on a plant-based diet. I'm drinking my magnetized water now, and I'm doing a gorilla living, meaning, if you think about how gorillas live, every single day. They work out every single muscle. Makes sense. You shouldn't exercise every day. Well, you have to do every single muscle. Well, come to find out, when you exercise every single muscle every day, it stimulates cell growth. And so you're going to build muscle. But the difference is, you don't work to failure. That's the problem with weightlifting. That's what I was going to say earlier is these weightlifters push their muscles to failure. And then, of course, you can't lift every day because you're fucking hurting. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to live like a gorilla. Plant-based, drink my magnetized water, and exercise every muscle every day. So I'm constantly stimulating every muscle in my body every single day. Now, I'm going to build the best body a human being can, and I'm going to show you how you can do it too. Hopefully I succeed. I think I will, because it makes sense in what I'm doing. Think about a gorilla. They got the biggest muscles on earth. What? A 600-pound gorilla? Biceps like this? They eat a plant-based diet. The only thing closest they get to meat is eating some ants. Think about it. The biggest muscles on earth for a primate. And he's a gorilla. And he eats a plant-based diet, and he exercises every muscle every day. That's what I'm going to do. I walk an hour on the treadmill every day, 7 days a week. I exercise every muscle every day. Now, I just started this, the exercising every muscle, just last week. Brand new to it, but I'm going to do it every day. And I've been living healthy now, as healthy as I've ever lived in my whole life for over a month. And in that time frame, I've conquered the hardest problem known to man. Consciousness. It's in the water. I don't think anybody can come up with a better answer than that. There ain't one. Because this is where it exists. So, if this is confirmed, we can immediately start fixing the earth with the water. Number one, quit putting pollutants and chemicals in the water. You're killing everybody. That's why everybody's sick. You're killing us in the fucking fertilizers and the fucking food, the processed food, the animal protein. Animal protein clogs arteries, people. Trans fat. It clogs arteries. It creates cholesterol in the blood that turns into plaque in your arteries. Just so you know, I don't know if you knew that or not. Read the China study. I'm gonna browse through this book, and this is a good example of that's ice. That ain't what I'm looking at. I'm still going through this book a little bit because if I see something interesting, I'd like to show you. It's so cool. See, I don't know any of this. I never knew any of this stuff before, but give you an example of a planar shift of the molecules. I don't know if you can see that. My camera ain't working very good for some reason. I hope you can see that. There are great examples in this book. I mean, they're everywhere. He did a great job writing this book. Very impressed. Look at that animation. It's hard to see, I know. It's a water molecule showing the positive and negative. Ain't that cool? Like that. But anyhow, I solved the hard problem of consciousness. It's in the water, in your cells. That's where your consciousness is. Period. Brain cells. Everywhere, man. Memory. That's where your memory is. They can't find memory anywhere. Your memory is in the water. Think about it. If it can produce electricity, energy, it can hold information, memory. It's brilliant. Brilliant. Now, I don't care what anybody thinks. I know I'm right. I will be proven right, I believe. If I'm not, I'll be highly surprised, because where else can consciousness be? You tell me. Because I don't know. I can't think of any other place it could be except in the water. Water's intelligent. Think about it. It is intelligent. It has memory. That's intelligence to me. I ain't saying it thinks. I don't care. I'm not going there. Don't have to. But everything that water lives in does think. That's a way to look at it. Anyhow, and I can tell, I think I said this earlier, but I can tell a difference in drinking the magnetized water. It was immediate. I've been drinking a lot of water since I've been on the plant-based diet because I want to be hydrated. I've been drinking about 4 to 5 bottles of water every day. That's 16.9 ounces 5 times every day. That's a lot of water. It's like 5 pounds. But it doesn't make me go to the bathroom all the time. Well, I drank 1 bottle of this magnetized water and I peed immediately. Well, not immediately, but you can tell it absorbed into my cells immediately. And I had to go pee soon after. I don't remember how long. I didn't keep track. But it makes, I don't know if this is true or not, but it seems like it's true. Because I read online, I know you don't believe everything you hear. I ain't going there. But it makes a more compact, structured water makes a more compact geometry. It does. Making that tighter, compactor geometry allows the water, because it's tinier, it's smaller, because it's tighter, it's more structured. It allows it to get into the cell walls, the membranes, easier. It fits better, like a key, compared to big clumpy structure. Disordered water. Ordered water, disordered water. Does that make any sense? That's the best I can describe it. I don't know if it's right. I believe it's right. I think it's right based on how it's affecting my body. And if I remember how it affected my body back in 2012, no problems whatsoever. And it actually gave me a glimpse into how the universe was created. It just did. And don't get me wrong, I still take my THC oil. It works like a charm. Keeps me calm. I don't pace. My anxiety's not as bad from the PTSD. And the schizophrenia don't even affect schizophrenia. People that said THC affects schizophrenia is lying. Maybe somebody was already in a psychosis and they happened to smoke some pot. That's possible. But THC does not cause schizophrenia. Or it does not cause psychosis. It just does. Well, it doesn't. I'm proof. It's evidence. I've been logging it every day. How I've been taking my THC. It's evidence. Scientific. As scientific as I can be. I ain't gotta be a scientist at Harvard or MIT to figure shit out. That don't even make sense. I always kept hearing as I was studying physics and field theory and all that kind of stuff. Kept hearing things where they said only a handful of human beings have actually made a difference in human history. All the stuff that we have, it's only a handful of human beings. Not too many. Only a handful of human beings capture and discover an idea. There ain't that many people that have done it in history. I'd be shocked if I was one of them. But the way I see it is, if anybody is going to figure it out, it's going to be me. Why not? I can think just as good as anybody else. I just happen to be mentally ill. So what? Most of them people were mentally ill. Nikola Tesla, he was crazy, weird, odd, eccentric. Well, that's me. That's exactly how I am. He figured out alternating current. Have you ever seen the Tesla coil? It's amazing. That's a great idea. Creating electricity. I will give you this. I'll give you a flashback to when I became psychosis once. I've had psychosis episodes, I think, 3 times. Hope I don't have any more. If I do, I don't care. I don't hurt nobody. Almost hurt myself one time. I did commit attempted suicide. My bad. I was crazy, man. I really was fucked up. It was crazy. Thankfully, I didn't kill myself. It was close. I was so scared. It was strange. It was like being in a different dimension, honestly. That's what it felt like when you're in a psychosis. You're not in this dimension. The consciousness changes. It really does. I almost forgot what I was going to say. But anyway, during one of my psychoses, I thought that I had discovered how to create electricity out of thin air. But nobody believed me. I still believe that I did. Maybe not, but I think I did. It made sense just like this consciousness does. So did my electricity idea. But I forgot about it. After I had my psychotic episode, I forgot about it. And I just now started remembering. If I could find my notebook, I got it in it. But it's probably a bunch of bullshit. Probably, I don't know. But I really honestly thought I figured out electricity then. Out of thin air. I was pretty impressed. So if I'm right about the water and consciousness, maybe I was right about the electricity too. I don't know. But this time, I'm not in a psychosis. I'm taking care of myself. I didn't like not getting my sleep. Like I said, that worried me a little bit. But I got some sleep last night. Not a lot, but enough. Um, so, thankfully, I am maintaining um, a mental stability. And I'm able to think. And I'm going to think as much as I fucking can, as long as I can, while I'm healthy. Because I don't know if I'm going to be sick again. And there's too much to know and learn. Everybody needs to do this, man. Fucking start learning immediately. Start taking care of your fucking body. Start eating some blueberries. Speaking of that, I'm going to eat breakfast. I eat 2 cups of oatmeal, hemp seeds, ground flaxseed, chia seed, a dash of iodized sea salt. I'm talking a fucking dash in a teaspoon. Like a dash. They say a quarter of a dash or a quarter of a teaspoon, but I don't even put that much in, just under it. Because you don't need all that fucking salt in your body. Then I eat a banana, strawberries, and a cup of blueberries inside of my fucking oatmeal. And I also put in an avocado for my fat. Are you kidding me? That's about 13, 14, 1,500 calories at breakfast. So I'll have my nutrition, all my nutrition for the day. So my muscles, I just got that back from the gym. So my muscles will now have the food and feed all day long. That's how you do it. But anyway, enough of this. I hope I didn't babble on too long and bore you. But I hope you got a little bit from this. Or at least enough to start thinking about it. And let's figure out more stuff. Go deeper. We can get to the bottom of this. Because nobody else can. And if they can't, I will. Thanks. Have a good day. But before I go, magnetized water.